Aloha kako. I'm Tom Peake, one of the first astronomy guides for the observatories. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, I helped beef up the fledgling visitor information program and purchased our first real telescope. Last month, you passed a resolution urging a de-escalation of tension, calling for all sides to work toward a peaceful resolution of the Mauna Kea clash. That's why it's difficult to understand why you would consider at this volatile time the kinds of public access restrictions in these administrative rules, especially after they've been roundly opposed by Native Hawaiians, Big Islanders, and other residents at all these hearings. Adopting these access restrictions will only further escalate the tensions inside and outside the university that you're worried about. If you really want to de-escalate those tensions, I recommend that you begin tackling some of the actual mismanagement problems that continue to damage the university's respect and reputation. Here are some constructive things you could do. For a start, reject the public access restrictions in these proposed rules, and that would demonstrate genuine respect for the long-held views of local residents. 2, in the name of restoring community peace and cohesion and following Regent Naha'alea's example, withdraw the university's support for the 30-meter telescope and urge the TMT Board of Governors to take that telescope elsewhere so that you can actually begin the healing work once that's out of here. Number 3, to preserve some semblance of intellectual integrity. Rebuke UH astronomers, lawyers, and hired planners who brazenly asserted against all scientific rationality and common sense that building an 18-story building on Mauna Kea's northern plateau will have no significant environmental or cultural impact. Number 4, urge the state legislature to create a new independent management agency that, unlike the university and its Office of Mauna Kea Management, would have no inherent conflict of interest and instead would reflect the benefits to the right holders, the legal right holders, rather than the stakeholders like astronomers, tour companies, and construction industry. And then, with that, after that's established, but now begin phasing out OMKM. Number 5, in the meantime, to remove one long-standing insult, direct OMKM to require all existing observatories to convert their septic tanks and leach fields to closed systems. Number 6, urge the DLNR to begin charging all summit observatories fair market lease rents as required by law. And number 7, finally, withdraw your subcommittee's ill-conceived proposal to build a new cultural center at Halepohaku. That's no compromise. That's actually a double win for Hawaii's always hungry construction industry. They get to build TMT and a second facility too. So in closing, I just want to remind you that there's a vast difference between saying things that you think are politically correct and doing things that are morally sound. Thank you.
Thank you.